Hello and welcome back to my channel again. Today's video is just to explain and share with other parents what I do at home with my children and things that I do to support my children with their work and all of that from home. Now, some parents have said, oh, what kind of things do you do to help your children at home with their work and things like that, to support them apart from what they're doing, sort of what they're doing in school. Now, I tend to give my children home workbooks at home to do. I don't tend to burden them because I know, of course, in school they've been learning and all of that. So I try to keep it as small as possible, as little as possible, so they don't get overwhelmed with too much work. But at least they are doing something every day. Okay. Now, when my other two were younger and in primary school, we motivate them by telling, okay, if you do a page, you get then it was 5p. If you do a page, you get 5p. If you do 2 pages, you get 10p. Now, at the end of the day, when you finish your workbook, you calculate how much p that you've gotten, and then we will give you, if at the end of the workbook you had £2, we will give you that £2, and then you can decide to buy something with it or to put it in your piggy bank, whatever you want to do with it. So that really worked with my other two when they were young and they were motivated to do it, and they would grab their workbook and like, oh, mommy, I've done 4 pages, so you owe me 20p. As they got older, we increased the value. Okay, so we might say, okay, a page is 25p. You do 25 pages, you get £1. Oh my God, you see them working so hard to do that, to get £1. And sometimes you take them to the shop and let them buy sweets or things with their money because it's what they earned. Or sometimes they might save it. Okay, I want to save it at the end of the year. I want to use it to buy this. I want to use it to buy that. And then we keep the money for them. So that's what I did to motivate my children to be able to do their work at home. And then, of course, while they're doing the work, if there's anything that they don't understand, they will come to me or to their dad and we will help them work it out. But outside of school, what resources did I use? Okay, now for me, I just buy workbooks from Amazon or WH Smith whenever I'm in town, and we do that. Now, but my best workbook, the one that I like the most and I think is tailored to the curriculum as much as possible, to the UK curriculum, is the CGP workbooks. So this one's, okay? So on Amazon, they have the CGP workbooks according to the year. So you have year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6. You have English, you have maths, and all of that. This is handwriting, English handwriting. So there are different things. So you might have English spelling, you might have English handwriting, you might have English phonics, and all of that. So these are the ones that my little daughter used. So this one is the year 1 English, and then you have the year 1 maths one, and then I think there's another one for phonics which I can't find. So there's a phonics one, and then we do that. So some of them have like year 1 autumn term, they have year 1 spring term, and they have year 1 summer term. So the work will be tailored around the subjects that they would do around the spring, around summer, around that. So you have, so they're kind of split into sections, and I like them because for me they are easy to follow and easy to read and to work, and they don't need a lot of explanations. The children just get to read the what is asking them to do, and they do it. So for me, I like the way they are laid out, the structure and everything. It's just easy for the children to follow on. And of course, you have the handwriting one, and where they can practice handwriting. And I think you also have there's also the joined handwriting one. But for me, if I want to recommend textbooks to anyone or workbooks, I always say go for the CGP ones, because for me these are the ones that I think are they're tailored to the British curriculum, and they tend to follow it as much as possible. Now another one again is this one, the home learning one for mental maths and things like that. This is to support a child in year 2, and they just again, it's a bit tricky. This one I find it's a bit tricky, but I mean, just use that. I because I want to have to do a bit of mental maths, I just got this one. Now another thing I used to do as well is my children will start the so for instance, this one that's in year 1, she will start the year 1 book, the CGP one. She will start it the summer term before she gets into year 1. So basically, you're introducing the key concepts and things that she needs to understand in year 1. Now, because she might not be used to those things, These ones I will sit down with her and we will go through them. Okay, for me, I find that tends to give my children a little bit of an edge in class. Now, they might not fully understand it. I will teach them to the best of my knowledge, but when they get to school as well, and especially they'll be like, aha, yeah, I've done it before, and it's quicker and easier for them to do that. So during the summer holiday, I tend to buy the year that my children are going into, I tend to buy the workbooks, and then they do it over the summer holidays, just in preparation for when they go to school. So that's that one. Then you have the Schofield and Sims one as well. There's another one. So this is for phonics practice. My daughter used this one for phonics. Again, laid out beautifully. This one is in black and white, but it's laid out really nicely. And they just get to follow the instructions and they do it. So this is another one that you could get if you have a younger child who is learning phonics. Again, this is I was teaching her how to write sight words, high frequency words. So when you're coming to the UK, you hear something like common exception words or high frequency words. So these are the words that you can't spell using your phonic sounds. So for instance, the word like so, you can't spell it because if you try to spell it using your phonic sounds, you might spell something completely different. So these are words that you just have to learn. You have to learn how to say them, and you have to learn how to write them without using your phonics. So I get like the high frequency word book to practice learning those and writing those as well. So these are some of the things that I do at home. And as I said, I don't tend to do a lot because sometimes the year one child, they have reading books that they come home with, or year two or year three, they have books that they come home with from school that they read. So we tend to do the reading, and then we just get to do we do the reading, and then I said, okay, do 1 page, okay, because I don't want to overburden the child. Maximum 10 to 15 minutes after school. So we just said, okay, we'll do our reading, and then we do 1 page, or if like this one is 2 pages, we just, okay, do the 2 pages, and that's it for that day. Okay, because the idea is you don't want to keep them working for too long and then they get too tired. And I mean, they've been in school for 6 hours, or sometimes even more if they have after school clubs. You don't want to now burden a child with more work at home. The idea is do something every day, but in little chunks. Do something every day in small little chunks. When my daughter was preparing for year one, before she got into year one, we're teaching her the letters and alphabets and all of that. Sometimes we just do two alphabets in a day, because that's the idea. Is when you do it, it sticks, and then we move on to the next one. You don't want to burden children with so much that their brain just can't take, especially if they are tired when they've come back from school. So they come back from school, they have a snack, and I let them watch a bit of TV for a bit, and then at 5:30 I said, okay, it's study time, get your book and get your workbook, and we just do that for 10-15 minutes, and that's it for that day, and they go home. So these are things that you can do. Also, I have my friend who I'm just putting this as an advert, my friend who does home tutoring. She's taught her 2 children how to read perfectly and eloquently, and they're doing brilliantly well in school, her 2 children. And so she started an online lesson. I'm going to put her details at the bottom of this video if you want to contact her. It's an online tutoring she does. So I will also put the details and everything below this video if you want to contact her to have to give your child some home learning. Now, I don't do home tutoring because I've got so much in my plate. I haven't got the time to do that. I don't do that. So but as a parent, this is what you can do. This is exactly what I do. You can do the same thing. Amazon is your best bet. Amazon or WH Smith. Just walk into any of them, pick the workbooks, and a page a day. A page a day is fine. Or if for instance you have 1 page, 2 pages about the same thing, try and finish so you don't have gaps in the learning. So if you have page 11 and page 12 is on the same topic, I will just try and finish that. But I don't go about with doing like 5 pages or 6 pages. No, it's too much for the children. Okay, and that way you will put your idea is you don't want to put them off learning. If you give them too much, you will put them off learning, and then they will see it as a chore and they won't want to do it. So the idea is do little, but every day, but frequently, so there is something in the brain at every point in time, but in little bite-sized chunk. Okay, that is it from me today. Have a wonderful weekend. Again, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. And I will see you sometime soon. Bye.